This video is gonna be a little different. I am working on a little staircase for my sister's bedroom. It just needs to go from about this 3-foot height right here, this floor, down into this level here. Stairs are just gonna come out at kind of a curve here, and then they'll just come down normal height, which I think is about 7.5 inches tall. So it'll come down steps of that, and then I'll need to figure out width as well. I'm just gonna start thinking through that and getting that figured out. On the wall here I have drawn out, it's the second line, not the first one that's kind of scribbled out. At the beginning here, they're gonna be 11 inches, but by the time they make it out here, they'll be a lot smaller. So it's gonna be 4 steps in about 30 inches, which is just about right. It's about 7.5 inches to the bottom of the, it's basically a 2x11 chunk of oak that I have. So on the top it'll set more around the 8-inch mark, but that 7.5 toe is the what I want. I have my pipe bent, and that's looking really good. I'm really happy with this shape that I got going on here. It needs one more bend right here in order to get the top flat, and then that comes down the stairs. And from there, I will bend another pipe to go up against the wall. So I'm putting some plates down at the bottom of these. That way the stairs over time don't sink into the floor. The soil cement here is a little more porous than a regular cement mix. And I think over time the stairs will slowly settle down into it. So just put these plates on to prevent that. I got everything welded together here. I got this little plate. It's gonna bolt into the wall. And then that just comes down to the 2 plates on the bottom. And that is the base frame for the stairs. Bryson is going to put a pole underneath this section right here. I'm going to go through and start working on the steps themselves, which is just gonna be a piece of L bracket welded on to the edge, like so. This one's too long, it'll be cut down, and then it'll fit just a wooden plank right in there, and that'll be each step. There'll be 4 steps. So. I got the first step in, it's looking really good. I'm pretty happy with the way it's come together. I have to weld these all the way around, and then I'm going to test the strength of them. If I think they're strong enough, I won't add anything else. If not, I'll add a little brace that goes from this corner here up to the pole. That will make them solid enough. If for some reason they're not, just weld it through the center. I think they're gonna be okay though. Now I'm just gonna put on the last 2 steps, and then there'll be a top deck, which will be about 4 steps down to the ground. This one's a little high because the floor is gonna get a top coat, which will bring it up to that level that's natural to step, which is about 7.5 inches from the top of this one to the bottom of the next one. I'm going to put on the rest of these. everything's finalized. I think it's in a really good place right now. I'm happy with it. Just gonna hit it with some spray paint now before I put it all back together. Shay, right here. She's helping me out, sanding and staining the steps and landing for this thing. I got the staircase all painted up and ready to go back together. For the landing up here, just wood screws around here and these little holes that I've drilled. And then on the steps themselves, again, just wood screws through these little holes. I'm gonna put the deck on and all the stairs on. Then I'll push it up into the place it's supposed to go. To secure the staircase to the room, I have these little stakes of rebar and a hole drilled in the top of this plate. I'm gonna drive this through the soil cement and then weld the top of it to the platform. That way everything stays solid and the staircase won't shift back and forth. For the top, this part here gets mounted to this post in the wall. And then I have another place where I'm gonna drive some rebar through and weld it off right here. And that gets all 4 places of this stair set mounted to the room in some way. This one here is really just a post for downward force. So once those 4 sections are put in, that one's not gonna move. This also is not painted because I think it's gonna be painted the same color of the wall. I'm gonna just get started on the final installation of this. The stairs are now fully installed. They are looking really good. I'm very happy with the way they turned out. They're very solid. I'm able to jump up and down on them. So no problem with that. The final thing I have to do is put a coat of stain on the wood. That way everything just looks nice and finished. I know that we took a little bit of a break from the UTV build, but I had to make this staircase to finish up my sister's room. If you want to see more of my videos, remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.